learning are two totally different concepts. You think that by going to Africa, you think that by changing your name, you think that by studying Nile Valley culture, by analyzing white supremacy, by watching Hidden Colors, that the information alone is going to undo and deactivate your Willie Lynch chip. You're incorrect. You became a slave not through education, but through socialization. And you're only going to become free not only through education, but through socialization. In other words, what makes the slave is not only the fact that he's deprived of a right to learn. Because guess what? Many of the brothers and sisters who led slave revolts were not learning. So the fact that you have information doesn't cease to make you a slave, no more than the lack of it ceases to not make you free. Imagine a laptop computer. You have a laptop and you have a flash drive, and you put a flash drive in the laptop. The laptop is your brain. You put the flash drive in that says you were slaves. Black is ugly. Africans will never be anything. And you keep that data in your laptop for 250 years. You take it out and you put another flash drive in. This one is totally different. You were kings and queens. You invented most of the things that America uses. You charted the stars before the European came out of the cave. You switched the data. And so you think your computer is going to operate any better. But what controls the computer is the CPU, the central processing unit, not the flash drive. And if there's a virus, if there's a virus in the CPU, you can switch out the information all damn day. But the computer will remain in disrepair. It is no different than the mind of the African. We have a conscious mind. That's the one you read with. That's the one you think with. That's the one you're listening to me with. That's the conscious. But that's only 10%. The other 90 is the unconscious. It is the child and the slave of conditioning, experience, habit, image, and sound. And until we recondition ourselves and our children through the deliberate and strategic use of image and sound, we shall forever remain a slave. Because the white man knows one thing. Whoever controls the images controls the minds of the people who view them.
That's right.
And that's why you can read that Jesus was black all day long.
Yeah.
You can read all the research on Jesus was black all day long.
That's right.
But when you go to church and you see Jesus and you see your deity in the image of your enemy, then it automatically sends a message to the CPU in the mind, the central processing unit, that no matter what the book told you, the image ruled out. And so people still ask, what difference does it matter? The color of Christ. And it matters totally. Why? Because the brain primarily is an image storing, an image creating, and its image using machine. Every memory you have of your childhood, every memory you have of your relationship, every memory you have of an encounter with white people is stored in your long-term storage, your CPU, as a picture. The brain is a picture machine. Not a word-saving machine, a picture machine. Everything stored in memory is stored as an archetype. So if the brain works in pictures and not words, who's speaking the brain's language? The white man with the statue of Jesus, or you with the research on Jesus? The brain is an associating machine. That means when your child goes to church and see God as white, or go to the mosque and not see Muhammad as an Arab, but through association of culture and the black Sunni Muslims' worship of Arab culture, comes to conclude that the Arabs are better, even though there's no picture in the mosque anyway. The brain will draw the conclusion that if God is white, then that divinity extends to all white people. And so in front of the police officer, he naturally adopts a subservient posture without even knowing it. In front of the judge, in front of the principal, in front of the teacher, in front of his boss, he automatically adopts a subservient posture without even being conscious of it, because he was taught to worship white people, not by the white teacher, but by his own parents in Sunday school. Now, let's go back to the miseducation machine. Parents, hear me when I tell you, the diagnoses that we use in school cannot be proven to exist. The learning disability is an idea, not a fact. Emotional disturbance, an idea, not a fact. ADHD, an idea, not a fact. Mild mental retardation, an idea. And what is